Hi there, Canadian entrepreneurs. Are you looking to elevate your online presence and achieve your business goals through strategic online marketing?
Yes, relentless execution. It is the arguably the most fun part because now you've put in all that work, you understand what needs to be done, the infrastructure is in place. Now it's about executing on those tactics.
In today's digital age, a strong online presence is no longer optional for businesses.
So from an infrastructure perspective, it really focused on the content and their website and some advertising campaigns as well. Amongst other things, email and social media obviously played a role.
Continuous learning, adaptation, and a proactive approach are essential for navigating the ever changing world of online marketing. Hello and welcome to the Canadian SME Small Business Podcast, where we equip entrepreneurs with the knowledge and tools they need to navigate the ever evolving world of online marketing and achieve sustainable business growth. In today's digital age, a strong online presence is no longer optional for businesses. According to a recent survey by Google Canada, 78% of Canadian consumers research businesses online before making a purchase, highlighting the critical role of online marketing in attracting customers and driving sales. Joining us today is James Bishara, Director of Business Development and Account Strategy at Core Online Marketing, a company specializing in helping small and medium sized enterprises thrive in the digital landscape. So let's dive in. James, welcome to the podcast. How are you doing today?
Doing very well, thank you. Thanks for having me today.
It's our pleasure. Now, James, your extensive experience in digital marketing and your dedication to helping SMEs basically succeed in, the online space makes you an invaluable resource. So I just want to take a moment to acknowledge that and appreciate that you're here. We're very eager to learn from your insights and understand how core online marketing empowers businesses to achieve their goals through strategic online marketing. Now, James, to begin with, many small businesses struggle with developing effective online marketing strategies. How does core online marketing collaborate with SMEs to create a tailored online marketing plan that also aligns with their specific business goals, their specific budgets, and their target audiences?
Yeah, and that's a great question. And over the past 20 years that we've been in business,
Mhm.
we've had a lot of conversations with a lot of different businesses across B2B, B2C as well. And one of the things that we've seen, especially over the last 5 years, is they're always investing in digital marketing, but they're not seeing results.
Right.
And after we dig into it with them and have conversations, there's typically a commonality.
Mhm.
And that commonality is they don't have that strategic approach. So when Core was founded 20 years ago, the
Mhm.
co-founders made a decision to make sure that the first step in any relationship is that strategic planning
Right.
process. And it's important because as an agency, it helps us understand our clients' growth objectives
Right.
and their target segments and what they're trying to accomplish.
Mhm.
But just as importantly, it helps them set those targets and see what needs to be done as well. So the planning approach gives them everything that they need to
Mhm.
help them make effective decisions from a digital marketing perspective. So understanding our target audience, being small and mid-sized businesses,
Right.
they don't have the stomach for a 4 or 5 month planning process. So we've put together a very valuable planning process that
Mhm.
takes 4 weeks. And over the 4 weeks, it helps our clients understand where they are today,
Right.
where they want to go,
Right.
what their competitors are doing, and then obviously what needs to be done to get them there.
Wow, that's a very comprehensive approach right there. Understanding the business's unique needs, your target audience, and getting the basics right, I think is the first step for achieving success in literally any industry. Now, building a strong online presence requires more than, just a website and just social media profiles. Can you explain the process of, developing a comprehensive digital marketing infrastructure that enables the effective execution and measurements of marketing strategies that you just talked about?
Yeah, and the build is so important because when we talk about implementation, one of the things that you want to get to is consistency.
Right.
Stops and starts will always lead to ineffectiveness in the long run. So the build is so important. And looking back to the first step, which was the plan,
Right.
that helps us identify what needs to be prioritized from a build perspective.
Mhm.
So if we take a website, for example,
Right.
in the planning process, if your website is contributing to your growth objectives, the build components might be some minor restructuring or modifications to optimize it
Correct.
or make sure it's working for
Right.
your conversion paths. But if it's not contributing at all, then rebuilding that website from the ground up might be what needs to be done in that build phase.
Right.
So when we look at the build phase, it's a 90-day process.
Hmm.
And it really tackles all key facets of digital marketing and making sure you have the right tools and technologies and processes in place so that when you're ready to execute at the end of that 90-day process, you're ready to go. So things like email marketing technologies, templates, nurture sequences,
Right.
your website, and all of the decision facilitating information your prospects need to
Right.
help them make a decision needs to be developed. Ads need to be put together. The social profiles, yes, they need to be updated, but you need to be looking at social themes and posts. So when you start posting, you're consistent.
Right.
And one of the things you never want to overlook is analytics. One of the big things from digital marketing is you can track everything.
Right.
So understanding the KPIs from the plan
Hmm.
and having the right tools to track those
Right.
and executive reports so that you can see what's happening is really important. So at the end of the 90 days, you're in a really good place to start executing and driving results.
You're basically making lives of all the business people easier. That is primarily what you're doing. That's a very crucial point that you mentioned there, James. A well defined infrastructure ensures that all components of the online marketing strategy work together seamlessly to achieve the desired outcomes. Now, once the strategy and infrastructure they're in place, the focus shifts to tactical execution and the ongoing maintenance. Can you discuss the importance of relentless execution in online marketing and the ongoing maintenance required to keep digital assets up to date, secure, and aligned with, the ever-changing digital landscape being relevant is what I'm asking.
Yeah, no, and that's a great question. And yes, relentless execution.
Right.
It is the arguably the most fun part
Mm-hmm.
because now you've put in all that work. You understand what needs to be done. The infrastructure is in place.
Right.
Now it's about executing on those tactics. But it's not a set it and forget it approach. Digital marketing needs to be monitored.
Right.
So when you're looking at the execution, it's all about analyzing and refining the approaches and bringing in some creativity, identifying what's working and amplifying that so that you're driving more results.
Right.
And if something's not working, what can we do about it? And bringing in creativity around headlines, around the converting elements, around how you're approaching certain things,
Mhm.
and looking to drive that incremental growth and momentum. And if you continue to do that consistently over the long term, you're going to be driving the results that you're looking for.
So consistency is the key, correct?
Absolutely.
Great. Consistent execution and ongoing maintenance are indeed essential for achieving sustainable success in the dynamic world of online marketing. Now, let's explore some specific examples of how core online marketing has helped businesses, transform their online presence and achieve their goals. Hi there, Canadian entrepreneurs. Are you looking to elevate your online presence and achieve your business goals through strategic online marketing? Consider reaching out to James and his team at Core Online Marketing. Their expertise and dedication to client success can definitely help you navigate the complexities of the digital landscape and unlock your business's full potential. Now, James, can you share on top of your head if there's some example or some anecdote of how core online marketing has specifically helped businesses transform their online presence from where they started and where they reached the difference? Walk us through.
Yeah. So and you know when we're looking at client examples or real life examples, we've been working with many businesses over the years, and you'll notice I'll give a couple examples today, but you'll notice a consistent approach on how we approach each of
Right.
those situations. So the first example, they're an employee benefits administrator, and we the first step was working on a strategic plan with them,
Mm-hmm.
and we identified that their advisor network was a really big opportunity for them because these advisors sell their benefits on their behalf.
Right.
So if we could grow that advisor base and give them the tools that they needed
Mm-hmm.
to sell more benefits programs, then that would be a win-win.
Right.
So that was the focus out of the plan. So coming out of that, we built in from the infrastructure perspective, a new website, new content, new tools to help educate that target audience, the advisor,
Mm-hmm.
and then tactics to outreach and get more visibility with those advisors. So when we went into execution over a 12-month period, we saw an increase of 43% from their opt-ins.
Wow.
So their database grew 43%.
Mm-hmm.
And from that, they got record attendance to their webinars and other
Mm-hmm.
sales programs that they
Right.
had and education programs there. So that led over that 12-month period to a 25% increase in revenue. And year over year, they're now at a profitability that's 10 times what they were at when we started with them. So they're a long-term example of consistency over time
Right.
and building on top of the successes that we saw. The second example, they're an independent medical evaluation company.
Uh-huh.
So when we start with them, we again start with a strategic
Right.
plan. And in that situation, they're a national company and they wanted to get more visibility across Canada.
Right.
They had a lot of visibility in their local market, but wanted to expand.
Mhm.
And we identified that they did not have a lot of information to help them with that visibility.
Mhm.
So from an infrastructure perspective, it really focused on the content and their
Right.
website and some advertising campaigns as well, amongst other things. Email and social media obviously
course.
played a role. But when we were looking at a 3-year period,
Mhm.
when we started with them, they had only a couple of keyword rankings on the first page of Google. So keywords that we cared about,
Right.
their website was ranking for 2 or 3 search terms, mostly branded. Over that 3-year period, they hit about 100 keywords in that first position. They had a 4 times increase in overall site traffic,
Mhm.
and they went from an inbound lead generation of about a handful per month to
Mhm.
50 per month. So inbound leads definitely increased, which is what we were looking for in the long game, and that was across Canada. So it was something that definitely, again, over time, building momentum,
Right.
drive consistent results. Now their online marketing is really supporting the growth that they're looking for.
Those were some compelling examples, first of all. So great job. All right, we'll be right back with real world examples of how core online marketing transforms businesses through strategic digital solutions. Stay tuned to learn how your business can achieve significant growth through a tailored approach to online marketing. Stay tuned.
Hey, you think you know UPS? Yeah, that's us. Everybody knows that. You know what you didn't know? This. Okay, try to keep up. Ocean, us. Ground, rail, air, so us. Guess who? Us. Customs cleared, borders cleared, done. Us. You still with me? Wait for it. Boom. Us. Intelligent, automated, fulfillment. Us. Yep, healthcare too. Digital your thing? Yeah, well, book it, ship it, track it. You feeling me yet? Yep, that's all us. That's all UPS.
At IHG Hotels and Resorts, we're in the business of you.
We're here to help you plug in,
Connect and recharge.
Make an impression,
and meet with confidence.
With 19 brands built for business,
your business gets even more rewarding.
With an award-winning loyalty program at 6,000 IHG hotels and resorts worldwide.
Welcome back, listeners, and let's dive into how core online marketing helps businesses like yours not just survive, but thrive in this competitive online landscape. Now, let's shift focus to and understand how core online marketing stays ahead of the curve and ensures that your clients, online marketing strategies remain effective and extremely relevant in the dynamic environment. Because by the time you execute something, the trends have already changed, right? It's that fast now. So, how do you keep up with that?
Yeah, and it's a great question, and we kind of look at staying ahead of the curve through two lenses.
Mhm.
So the first lens is actually from our client's perspective. We're experts in digital marketing. Our clients are experts in their industry, and they're running businesses, and businesses do change. Priorities change. New revenue streams come out. So we have a high touch model, and through monthly touch points with our clients, we not only review performance, but we do talk about the business. Are there new opportunities? Do priorities need to shift?
Right.
Because we need to be working on things that are impactful for our clients. And then twice a year, we'll take a step back and look at the planning process again and, make an assessment. Have things really changed? Do we need to be thinking about things differently? So that's an approach that we take to stay ahead of the curve from our client's perspective. The second lens is staying ahead of our industry, which, as you mentioned, there's new tools and technologies every day that are coming up. And it's really important to us. And we've been around for 20 years, so we've seen a lot of evolution in what we do. And it's really important for us as an organization to not be afraid to identify these opportunities. So our team, we're always looking for new ideas. And our team will bring those up and will oftentimes use ourselves as that testing ground to test these new opportunities. And when we do see potential value with our clients, we'll bring those forward. Because with our relationships, our clients are looking to us to bring in that creativity and to come up with unique ways to continue to drive things forward and drive those results. So that's definitely something. And just to give you an example, years ago when I started, we work with a personal injury lawyer, and we started with video. And it was talking head videos early on, educating the audience, which worked well early on. It evolved into some animation and some hand-drawn type videos. And then more recently, the idea of short-form content is something that's continuing to pick up.
Because the attention span is getting so much lower.
Absolutely. So building out a long-form video was a panel, a podcast style, similar to what we're doing today. And then short-form videos were cut out from those. And by doing that and doing that consistently, it increased visibility and it drove tangible results. So net new clients reached out based on that approach. So it's all about identifying, testing, working it through, and then being consistent at the end of the day.
It's trial and error until you've found your spot, right? What's working for you.
Absolutely.
Now, that's a very important point there, James. Continuous learning, adaptation, and a proactive approach are essential for navigating the ever-changing world of online marketing. James, your insights on strategic online marketing, building digital infrastructure, and the importance of execution and maintenance have been incredibly valuable. If there's one key message you want listeners to, take away from this entire conversation today, what would it be and why?
Yeah, no, that's definitely, it's a great question. And I think if there's something that I would like to leave with all the listeners today, it would definitely be that the prospects, your prospects, are going online to make a decision before they reach out to you. In some industries, it's going to be 100% of the way they're making a decision. Some 80, some 60, 50. Doesn't matter. They are going online to make a decision. So it's no longer a nice to have, it's a must have. You should be investing in digital marketing to help with your business growth. I can assure you, if you're not, your competitors definitely are. So it is in your best interest to invest in digital marketing, but it's really important to take a strategic approach and just start with that planning. That's the first step.
Great. That's a very good motivator that your competitors are doing, so you should do it, right? That was excellent advice, James. A well defined strategy, a robust infrastructure, and a commitment to execution and maintenance are crucial for achieving sustainable success in online marketing. James, it has been an absolute pleasure having you on the podcast. Thank you so much for being here and doing this.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. It was a lot of fun.
That was an insightful conversation with James Bishara, Director of Business Development and Account Strategy at Core Online Marketing, on the importance of strategic online marketing planning, building a strong digital infrastructure, and executing and maintaining effective online marketing campaign. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Canadian SME Small Business Podcast. We really appreciate your continued support. Be sure to subscribe to our podcast for more expert insights and resources that can help your business thrive. You can also visit our website, CanadianSME.ca, for more valuable information and tools. A very special thank you to our podcast partners, RBC, UPS, IHG Hotels and Resorts, and Google, for their ongoing commitment to empowering small businesses in Canada. Until next time, keep innovating and striving for success. We'll see you in the next episode. Kripa Anand signing off.